In the debut review, we're going to be looking at Hubbard's Cave's Vanilla Skyline. This is an Imperial Stout with vanilla beans coming in at 12% ABV. Let's check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich and welcome into the debut review, and today we are looking at Hubbard's Cave Vanilla Skyline. This is an Imperial Stout with vanilla beans coming in at 12% ABV. Now, I have to be honest, I don't remember what I paid for this, and forgive the double mics today, but I'm trying two different cameras out. Again, one is sort of like a DJI and the other one is my regular camera, trying to see if I can get one to work as well as the other. But enough of that. So we are looking at another offering by Hubbard's Cave. This one's called Vanilla Skyline. It is coming in at 12% ABV. And it says that this is a flavored Imperial Stout brewed at Uni Ann Brewery, LLC, Niles, Illinois. And this is coming in at 12% ABV. You know, I like stout. I like a stout with vanilla in it. So this should be sort of a home run as far as beers go. So I'm not getting anything directly off the can. Let's give it a pour. It pours very, very dark. I hope you can see that. And actually sort of thick and syrupy as well. I mean, it's a gorgeous looking beer. Not a tremendous amount of carbonation on that. Just sort of like a lacing of carbonation, if you will. This smells like a vanilla stout. This is very reminiscent of that vanilla stout that Goose Island put out like in 2016. Not the one they put out a couple, like 2 years ago. The one from way back. A lot of vanilla up front, a general sweetness to it. It's actually really, it has a wonderful nose. And it smells like a dessert stout. And I'll tell you something else. I'm not getting any sort of aroma of ethanol here, even at 12%. Let's see what it tastes like. Okay, so there's a lot here. And what do I mean by that? The dominant flavor here is vanilla, but there's a nice sort of malty, roasted stout flavor that's sort of like the base for it. In fact, it's almost, it almost drinks like a coffee with like a vanilla sweetener in it. So there is some of that chocolate, there's some of that roastiness there. And the vanilla is pronounced, but I have to be honest, it tastes more like sort of an artificial vanilla flavoring as opposed to like vanilla. Now, that's not to say it's bad. I mean, like, you know, it's still a very vanilla forward, very enjoyable stout. It's just that I'm not getting a feeling like this is real vanilla. This is like, you know, not real vanilla bean. It actually tastes like some sort of like vanilla artificial flavoring. There's something else here as well that I'm having a hard time placing. But I mean, I would call it like a generic sweetness that really does add to the beer quite a bit. So again, it's sort of roasty coffee with that vanilla sweetener. It's very good. I think that for me at least, the vanilla tastes a little artificial. Does that mean it's bad? No, I mean, this is incredibly drinkable. And you know, by my one standard, which is, you know, like how much of the alcohol is coming out in this? None. At 12%, you don't taste the alcohol in your mouth. You don't feel it going down. There's no sort of burn in the stomach at all. If I didn't know, I would think this was a much lower ABV beer. That being said, you know, the most important question, would I buy this again? I'm pretty sure I spent $6.99 a can. I bought this up in Larchmont at the Chico's because they have a really good beer selection. And they always have Hubbard's Cave something, which is sort of nice because this particular brand puts out some good beer. And some beer that has like, you know, reasonable differences with, you know, like what you expect. I think this is really, really nice. And would I buy it again for $6.99 a can? Yeah, I think I would, especially considering the ABV of this. You are getting a lot of alcohol for that. Now, you know, if you're looking for a casual dessert stout, this is pretty solid for that type of, you know, drinking experience. I think it's a little too sweet to be like a stout that you would, let's say, you know, drink with a meal. This is more of like, again, sit by the fire, sit outside with friends, share it out after the majority of the eating and drinking is done. At least that's sort of how I'm reading this one. Was it good? Yeah, it's very good. I think they could have used, and again, my opinion, I'm not sure. It does say that it has vanilla beans, but on the side it does say flavored Imperial Stout, and I sort of wonder what that flavor is, if it is actually vanilla beans or vanilla extract, but it is very good. It's just like I said, it's not quite like Breyer's level natural vanilla in my opinion. Is it great? Yeah, I think it's excellent. Would I buy it again? In a heartbeat. And you know, I'll go a step further. This is a beer I would happily share with my friends just to let them try it because I think it is so good. You know, so definitely one I would pick up. If you see it out there, it's one I would give a try to. And I'm going to sit back, enjoy the rest of this, and I'll see you guys next time on End of the Day Beer Review. If you like the review, please hit that like button, subscribe, throw a comment down below, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.